Now from Las Vegas, the Joey Ciccone Show. Then, now, and tomorrow with your host, Joey Ciccone.
Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Joey Ciccone here on a wonderful Friday. I was thinking as I was driving over here, where'd they come up with Friday? The name Friday, but just something that came to thought. Over here in Vegas, it looks like a little rain today, my lovely friends. But I want to say good morning, all my friends and fans. Possibly it's lunchtime for you. It could also be brunch time. Yeah, breakfast. Yeah, most people are having breakfast at this time. But want to welcome you to the Joey Ciccone Show, then, now, and tomorrow. And speaking of then, I was reading something here this morning, and I want to share with you. It's one of these like feel-good things, and I really like it, and it's just a part of my life and the show, and I really love it. So it goes something like this. When I was 5 years old, my mother always told me that happiness was the key to life. When I went to school, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wrote down happy. They told me I didn't understand the assignment. And I told them they didn't understand life. John Lennon, baby.
Bam.
John Lennon. I didn't write it. I love it. I love it. What did you think of that one?
It was great.
Hey, it's my friend Jessica over here, okay? I'm going to give her the nice, beautiful intro, okay? But, man, there's just so much about Jessica here that we're going to talk about. Marciel, what a lovely name. That's Portuguese, eh? So Jessica's my guest today, and I just want to touch on a few other things for you. Speaking of, that was more like a then thing. So a now thing would be like, you guys, I hope you're voting out there. I mean, Scott, are you going to vote?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So Scott, the engineer, is going to vote. We all have to vote. We all have to do our part.
Yes.
I mean, I think it's a very important thing to get out there and
Absolutely.
Right, and vote and put your, I mean, that card is something special that gives you the opportunity to have your voice heard, and I think that's very important, friends. So, who are you voting for?
That's scary.
Yeah, it's a little different right now. So a lot's been going on, but I love this one. Little shout out to Stevens Point, Wisconsin, where my daughter goes to college. But it's a funny thing because the word out there was Donald Trump is suing Wisconsin. Yes. Would you? Donald Trump is suing Wisconsin.
His
Can you
favorite
believe
words,
this?
"You're fired and I'm suing you."
Right.
And then now lately, "I love you." He loves everyone.
He loves everyone. Well, after the week that he had, he's gotta love everybody. So that's a little now news, okay?
He's suing Wisconsin.
But yeah, I'm serious. He's suing Wisconsin. So
He'll be suing the government after the
am
convention.
I right? Please, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it is.
But Jessica's here with me. Marciel, I want to just touch on your bio a little bit. Jess, it's so incredible.
Yeah, it's more than a little bit, isn't it?
And your dad was so incredible. Okay,
Yeah.
so who is he?
So my father was jazz drummer Irv Kluger.
You better believe it. So I was just playing with you there. So
started out on violin, actually,
I can't believe that.
when he
man,
was 6, 7.
6 or 7 years old.
Switched over to drums in Brooklyn.
Right.
And my grandfather carried the drums to the lessons.
Right. Just looking at, this was handed to me, and just looking at the discography is just incredible.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about your bio, and then we'll talk about Dad, and we're going to talk
And
about.
Mom was a band singer.
Mom was a band singer. We're going to talk about, hey, she was with wise guys, man. Hanging out, singing in the lounges, and you guys know you love those stories. So, by the way, you're going to chat with us today. Hit that button on the screen, on the Joey Ciccone Show screen. Hit that little button there, and you chat. You say a few things. But I like this with Pacific Jazz Label.
That was a subsidiary of Capitol Records.
A division of Capitol Records,
I recorded
right?
it at the Capitol building.
You know it's funny, but I gotta tell you, because I had heard. Now what was the name of the tune? Because check this out, you guys. Yeah, well, check this out, you guys. At 12 years old, we're talking 12 years old.
Yeah, Van Nuys Junior High.
Van Nuys Junior High. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's wild, because I lived in Studio City,
I lived in Studio City too, on
did
Valley
you?
Heart Drive.
Oh, come on, I know it well. I know it well, yeah. 25 years spent there, but the bottom line, so what was the name of the tune?
Well, my first one was Johnny Let Me Go, and my second one was an English version of Sukiyaki.
Okay, do you guys remember Johnny? Let me hear it, like a
Johnny, let me go. I beg you, I don't really know.
Nice.
How much I love you, Johnny, Johnny, oh. It was big orchestra and strings, and I'm 12.
Was it?
And the
you're 12
background
years old.
singers had curlers in their hair,
Well-
and I said, how dare they wear curlers to my first recording session?
Well, I see the picture here. Look, I mean, just to show you. And
Well, that wasn't
I'll show the
actually-
friends at home.
Yeah, that was a publicity picture. That wasn't the actual
but
session. I got dressed up for the session, and, they
and
were
I'm
wearing
sure, and I'm
curlers.
sure they remember that song. I mean, you know, it's like, but that was the whole like, wasn't it the whole Avalon?
It was the Johnny era. It was Johnny
the-
Get Angry, Johnny Angel. It was
Yeah,
the
Johnny Angel,
Johnnies.
sure.
And-
Why'd they have to use Johnny?
I don't know. I guess there were more Johnnies in the world
Could they
than
use Joey's?
Marks or
That's nice, you know, if you use that possibly.
Joey, let me go.
All right. Well, there's
You could insert your boyfriend's.
Joey.
You could insert your
Joey.
boyfriend's name.
You could put his name right in the thing, please. It'd be wonderful. But let me just touch on this. 12 years old, this auspicious beginning led to becoming a lead vocalist for Las Vegas bands in her teens. Man, that must have been a trip because
Yeah, we opened for Santana,
because
Cream,
my
Steppenwolf, Three Dog Night, Iron Butterfly.
Oh, that's so cool because, you know, the show the prior to was, you know, the way it used to be, and I always relate and go back to that. But yeah, you Santana, Deep Purple, Grateful Dead, Three Dog Night,
Three Dog
Steppenwolf,
Night twice, Steppenwolf twice.
Electric Prunes.
Electric Prunes.
I don't remember that one. Scott,
Blue
you
Cheer.
do, right?
Blue
yeah.
Cheer.
And Sweetwater, okay.
Well, this town was so small
Right.
in the 60s.
It was small.
So these concerts were at the Convention Center and the Ice Palace. They would board up the ice and then the stage and then, you know, all the bands would be in little dressing rooms in the back, and it was the Ice Palace in Commercial
God,
Center.
Man, that is wild. Where was that at?
In Commercial Center on Karen.
Okay,
off of
yeah.
Maryland
All right,
Parkway.
I'm familiar. See, we're going back.
That's how small the
we're
town
going to get
was.
all this information from Jessica. She's going to be my guest for the whole hour. It's fantastic, man. We're going to be talking music. I mean, you know, her bio is very long. I want to just touch on something real quick when we're going to be talking about it when we come up on the next segment. But hair growing, blowing, long as I can grow it my hair. Right. So tell me about Los Angeles cast of hair.
Well, when
for
I
several
was,
years.
I graduated high school in Las Vegas, and the band I was in, Free Circus,
What high school was that?
Valley High.
Okay.
My dad moved here because he was with Juliet Prowse at the time, so we had to move here. But what happened was I met an agent from the William Loeb Agency.
Right.
I met an agent shortly before I graduated high school, and he flew me into LA, set me up in a Beverly Hills motel, sent me out on my first audition,
Beautiful.
the Aquarius Theater, Hair.
I loved it, man.
First audition.
I love it.
I
And-
auditioned for Teddy Neely, and I got a call back,
Right.
and bam.
Boom. You loved it. And I mean, come on. Not just a great show, but and how long did that run?
It ran from 67 to 71, and then it was a tour. Then it went on tour, but I was in it 69 till the closing.
Fantastic.
But we're all still friends.
Exactly.
We have reunions, like every 5 years. We have reunions in either New York or LA.
Exactly.
And Michael Butler is still alive.
Listen, isn't she beautiful? Hair. The show was great. I wish I could see it. Do you have it documented somewhere?
You know, it was the old days before.
Okay, well, we're
Before
going to catch
cell
up. See,
phones
we
and
had to
everything.
we had to start right away with Jessica because we got a lot to talk about. You're watching the Joey Ciccone show. All right, I love you. Let's hear some chats. You know, come and talk to myself. Say hi to Jessica. Helen Carr's here. We got Scott over here working the board, doing a marvelous job. We'll be right back, folks.